Hi guys and welcome here. So in today's video I'm gonna be talking about what exactly and how exactly to teach your 2 to 5-year-old kids at home. I mean the preschooler and pre-kindergarten kids at home. I have done these kind of videos in past. I'll link down all of them below and the playlist, which is a homeschooling playlist on my channel, and that playlist is going to be super beneficial for you if you are considering teaching your kid at home because of the weird thing happening in the world and all that. I have done these kind of videos in past, as I said, like what to teach your 2-year-old kid and 2.5 and 3.5-year-old kid, but still the parents were coming on my Instagram DMs and on the comment section of so many of my videos like, yes, I have got the information, but we are still confused like what exactly to teach, how to know what my child is interested in, and how to encourage my child in writing and reading and everything. The first and very big important thing, I would suggest you to slow down the process, because we are working on the fundamental, we are working on the foundation, we are teaching them very basic things. So you have to slow down the process and teach them slowly, because we are not in any race. All the kids' concentration span is different. All the kids' learning habits are different. Some kids are very jolly, they like to learn in fun ways. Some kids like to sit down and study for a few minutes and for a few hours. All you have to do is figure out what kind of interest they have, and then you can move further. If you're new, I'm Pragya. I make videos related to healthy living, parenting, homeschooling. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, because I would love to have you as a subscriber and a viewer on my channel, and I don't want you to miss out any content that I put up on YouTube. So make sure to do that, and now let's get started with the points. When your child is 2.5 and younger, you only have to focus on the oral learning. For example, GK and logical activities and fun learning binder. You can bring some board books, flashcards, pocket books, go with those, and it will help them to understand that it is a learning time. They have to sit down, they have to do coloring, the crafts and these kind of activities. When they are 2.5 and above, you can introduce them 3 subjects like language, math and logical and GK stuff. And if you want to know the preschool curriculum, make sure to check out this video. You will get tons of information, and you can actually download the curriculum for free. So make sure to check out that video. Coming back to the points, when it comes to language, you can teach them 1 to 2 languages depending on what you are going for. So if you want to just teach them English, you can go for that. But if you have any local language or your mother tongue or your country language, whatever, please make sure to introduce that as well if you know it and if you want your child to learn it. So I have done this mistake, but I don't want you to do this mistake. Make sure to introduce the second language and your mother tongue when they are very young. So when it comes to language, when they are 2.5 and below, you only have to talk to them in different languages. But when they are 2.5 to 3.5, you must introduce the alphabet of the languages that you are trying to teach. So for example, our languages are Hindi and English. So I had introduced visuals of English and Hindi alphabet. You can teach the different languages alphabet through the flashcards and also through the chart. Through chart, it is much easier to teach them in sequence, but if you want to teach them in randomly, like on the words recognition, I would highly recommend you to go with the flashcards. If you are not getting any flashcards in particular language, you can make your own. When they are 3.5 to 4.5 or 4, you have to work on their tracing and writing practice of those alphabet that they had learned. So this is the basic concept what you have to teach when it comes to language. I actually have created an English workbook, which is a 70+ pages workbook, and it is a complete solution if you want to teach your kids writing, tracing. Even the pre-writing worksheets have been included, so that if your child is 3 and below, you can actually teach them basic tracing first, and then you can introduce the alphabet and all. I'll put the link in the description box just in case if you want to check out the workbook and get it for your child. And this book we are giving in PDF form so that it is accessible throughout the world, like people around the world can take benefit of it. And if you want to teach your kids reading, I would recommend you to start when they are 3.5 and above. We started when she was 3.5, and now she can read. She can now read 3 to 4 letter words, and I would suggest you to go slow with that. And if you want the exact copy through which I taught Nirvi, no, it is getting funny. I'll link it down below that as well. That is the book which I have made for Nirvi, and it really helped her out in learning, reading and all that. So make sure to check that out as well. Now she can read, as I told you, 3 to 4 letter words. We do reading practice every single night. So yeah, that can be really helpful. When your child is 3.5 and above, you can actually teach them number from 1 to 100, and you can even teach them reverse counting from 10 to 1. We do reverse counting intentionally so that she can learn not by just in a sequence but also in the recognition. Again, it is not very so necessary, but your child should know at least from 1 to 50, 1 to 20 before going to kindergarten. When it comes to tracing number, you have to give them easy numbers before giving them the tough numbers like 4 and 5. They are little tough. So what you can do is introduce them 1, 10, and what else, 7, 6. These are the easy numbers to trace. Make sure to again give them pre-writing worksheets more before giving these kind of numbers. And you have to introduce these numbers and letter tracing when they're 3 and above. Do not worry too much when your child is not holding pencil or pen properly, because their palm muscle is still not fully developed, and because of that they might hold pencil like this and this and this. It's completely fine in like in the initial days. You don't have to worry too much about that. I would recommend you to bring some triangle crayons, and all the things which I use in the homeschooling is linked down below, so you can get the similar one. But yeah, so the triangle crayons are really good to give them a good grip. And when your child gets a little older, then you can introduce the simple pencils which are little rough, like the triangle or different shapes, so it can give them a good grip. So I actually have created a math workbook as well. Now I have created all these workbooks so that I don't have to create DIY worksheet and worksheets of all the different subjects every single day. When it comes to my teaching style, I only teach her 3 subjects like Hindi, English, math, and then fun logical activities and all that stuff. So I have broken down all the homeschooling days in few different parts. So like one day we are just doing math, one day we are just doing English, one day we are just doing Hindi. So this is how we have broken down, and that is why I had created different workbooks for different days. So if that makes sense for you, and if you want all the workbook in one place, then make sure to check out the math workbook as well. It has complete solution if you have 2-year-old kids to 5-year-old. And both the workbook, like English and math, they both contain the logical activities related to particular subject as well. So your child will not only be learning A to Z or number from 1 to 20, 1 to 50, but they will be learning everything logically as well. So in GK you can teach about them, like about me page, like what's the name, what's the family member's name, where they live, what the country they belong to, these are kind of things. Then days of the week, months of the year, festivals and dances, and about your culture, about your country. These are the things you can start introducing when they are 2.5 to 3.5. Above that, you can actually introduce the logical things related to English, related to math. Again, the worksheets have been included in that workbook, but these are like when it comes to logical thing, I would give you a few examples, like what comes before what, like what comes before 2, what comes before B, what comes before E, the letter that comes before E, find out the words, find out the odd object, small and big, and more and less, and addition of single digit. So these are the things you don't have to cover, but these are the things you can consider and you can teach to your child at home. Oftentimes even parents ask me what to teach when, like how to make a schedule, and even though we have watched a lot of your videos, we are still confused like what worksheet to give, what worksheet not to give, and everything. So I would break it down over here for you. So you can actually break down your homeschooling into 2 parts or 3 parts depending on your schedule. So for example, when it comes to teaching them reading or book reading, generally in case if you're trying to read, you can do it before bedtime, like bedtime reading. When it comes to giving them worksheet, you can give them in the morning, right after their breakfast, their lunch, whenever they feel really energetic and happy, when they're really happy. Make sure that you're not teaching your child when you are also busy and you cannot tackle all those dramas generally which kids show when they study. So if you're not in that mood, make sure that you're not teaching your child, because at the end it is not going to help them out or help you out. When it comes to how many and what kind of worksheets to give your child every single day, I would recommend you to give them one tracing practice worksheet and one logical or GK thing worksheets or binder, whatever you are giving. So that will be more than enough if you are incorporating those with the charts, the second language, the number charts, the flashcards, or any activity that you are going to be doing. And if your child wants to do more worksheet, you can give them few more pages, but do not stress them out by giving them 5 to 6 pages every single day, because maybe your child will lose all the interest and you have to start it over again. And again, go slow when you are teaching, because we are working on foundation. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the homeschooling playlist again, because there are so many information which are waiting for you to get. And I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and be the part of my family over here and also on my Instagram, where I share a lot of things which I don't share over here, or even I share little bit late. So if you're somebody who would like to get the information before other people on YouTube, so make sure to check me out on Instagram, follow me over there, and you can just DM me if you have any questions. If you have multiple questions and bigger questions, make sure to DM me on Instagram, because I can send you the voice note. That is the easy option for me. And yes, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.